We're just playing the waiting game. Sometimes it gets me down, then you'll say it's good to have you home again. Now you're not packing for a plane. We've got time to sit and talk about what we want. Remember how you'd climb the walls, 'cause I was always on a call. Times have changed, a switch was flicked, our life was rearranged. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. Seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer coming around again. Oh, it's coming around again. Life is simpler than before, and I'm not rushing out the door. We're together all the time, ain't that just fine? No more waving you goodbye, tears in the children's eyes. Times have changed, a switch was flicked, our lives rearranged. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. The seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer coming, it's coming round again. When the soul ends and we are set free, let's not go back to how things used to be, how things used to be.
Hello everybody! It's Thursday, we're at Declan's place. How am I sitting in my own? Does look like I've just got out of bed. I feel like just getting into bed actually. How's everybody doing? Who we got in the house? Declan, how's Christina? Sarah? Mr. O'Mahony. We're drinking a bottle of Declan's Merlot, you'll be pleased to hear, Morris. We got Sean from Windmill Road. Mark from the real capital of Ireland. Thanks for the Christmas card, by the way, Mark. Susan and myself and Declan all enjoyed reading your lovely comments. I'll start off with a song. Built in a brick shed, covered in a cloth, she said, baby Jesus, strap it to your heart. Make it like you mean it, make it like a word of art. Baby Jesus, strap it to your heart. Time to decision, made to tear a man apart. And his feet hit the pavement as she whispered, baby Jesus. All along, children in the city park, baby Jesus strapped it to his heart. Tethered at the shady, tethered in the hazy dark. Baby Jesus strapped it to his heart. Then he crumbled in the hazy dark. And his head hit the pavement as she whispered, baby Jesus, baby Jesus, baby Jesus, baby Jesus, baby Jesus. I need faith, he said, shaking, reeling from the shock. Baby Jesus strapped it to his heart. I need hope. He said, feeling now the pain has gone. Baby Jesus strapped it to his heart. Just give me something, something to depend upon. But the wind took his last breath as she whispered, baby Jesus. Baby Jesus, baby Jesus, baby Jesus, baby Jesus. When the world cuts you down, pure pressure starts to mount. When you forced to kick out anyway, when you are struck out in heaven's high, or blown out to the sky, when that cold wind whistles, just what will you say? Will you say, baby Jesus, 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 baby Jesus. Good Deirdre as well, and Frida. What a week, folks, eh? Poor in the Scorthy. I don't know if you saw that. Wexford, County Wexford, having a particularly hard time of it. So our thoughts go out to anybody down in that neck of the woods. I know Susan isn't too far away from there, but to be honest, it's been pretty crazy weather wherever you are. We've been in the studio all week with Enda in Amberville, and even the road to Newry from Carlingford's been pretty flooded, you know. Baby Jesus, baby Jesus, yeah, 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 yeah. Baby Jesus, baby Jesus. Biblical weather, Friday's saying. Biblical's a word. It's been crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy, crazy weather. Crazy, crazy weather. And you know what? This is a segue. This is a good segue. That's the thing about the weather. With the weather, you know, there's no guarantees, you know. Oh, there's no guarantees. Could be nice weather. If only we had a song. If only we had a song called "No Guarantees" to go with that remark that I just made. What do you know? Actually do. That song was on an early album, second album actually, Man Alive, and a song called No Guarantees is on Heaven and Earth, which, funnily enough, celebrates its birthday in just a couple of weeks. So we'll be having a special Heaven and Earth birthday celebration here on Ask Us Anything in the middle of February. So we're looking forward to that.
Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's Day,
That's
no.
what-
Well, Valentine's Day we've got a gig. We're in Kilkenny on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no, but that was the release date.
Was it?
Particularly
Yeah.
good- particularly good release date.
Was a particularly good release date.
Valentine's present, you say.
See?
So, now let's try.
Love No Guarantees. Sure, Love No Guarantees. We haven't played this in a while. You might have turned yourself up a wee bit, Declan.
What's that?
You might have turned yourself up a wee bit. Or else I'd play a bit quieter. We've got the old Thomas Crown Affair split screen going on. Colette's having a bit of fun with it. Her idea. Get to see us from all angles now. And more, of course, of Declan's furniture. Where is the sink? I hear you say. Bring the sink back into the room. That's. I don't mind if you're unkind. I see blind, but that's alright. And I don't care if you're nowhere. So beware, I just don't mind. Maybe I'm just the kind who was waiting for someone else to remind me that everything that I need is not guaranteed. No, it's not guaranteed. 10:10. We're late again. If we make the next train, we'll be alright. Maybe you're just the kind who was waiting for someone else to remind you that everything that you need is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Oh no, no one can break your fall. No, but we've all been there before. Maybe I'm just the kind who was waiting for someone else to remind me that everything that I need is not guaranteed. No, it's not guaranteed. So don't blame me if you can't see. It's no big deal. We'll be alright. Ooh. we used to call it when we were writing that song, Don't Blame Me Guarantees. I really don't know why. Who came up with that one?
Well, see, the working title was Don't Blame Me.
Oh, that's right. It was, the working title was Don't Blame Me, but then we changed it to No Guarantees. So it became a bit of a joke in the studio, and people started calling it Don't Blame Me Guarantees.
Don't blame me guarantees.
Don't Blame Me Guarantees. Oh, we've got Declan is he? Declan's, they're calling you Val Dunigan there.
Well, because I'm sitting down.
Because you're sitting down, they're not used to it. I think you probably are. You doing the half Dunigan?
I'm doing no Dunigan at all.
There's the I think he's doing the half Dunigan. What? The half Dunigan? Yeah, he's not doing.
Dunigan is one leg. Is that right?
No, I think the half Dunigan is I think the full Dunigan is when you're crossing the legs.
Yeah.
If you're crossing your legs, you're doing the full Dunigan. Whereas if you are not crossing your legs, you're only doing the half Dunigan.
Okay.
But you have to be singing and playing the guitar at the same time, as Val would have done this day.
There was the double Dunigan. What was the double
The
Dunigan?
double Dunigan. Does it? But
I don't remember that now.
oh, we've got the voices are a bit muffled, lads, from Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, voices are a bit muffled. Well, it could be the inclement weather. It's or it could actually just be we're not singing very clearly, or it could be that we're sort of being affected by Declan's half Dunigan. Big hello, we got Andrew, and a big thanks for the tunes from Thailand. Whoa, we got somebody from Thailand on the show tonight. What's the weather in Thailand like, Andrew? That's what I want to know. It could not be any worse than it is in Ireland. Let me tell you, it is not good here. Although in America, apparently, it's not supposed to be good. But there's so much bad stuff going on over there at the minute that the weather's the least of their problems. What about the ladies crossing their ankles, says Colette.
That's a quarter Dunigan.
That's a quarter Dunigan, according to Declan. Colette, are you currently doing the quarter Dunigan? The double Dunigan is when there's Anthea is chiming in. The double Dunigan is when you cross your legs and do gratuitous tuning. I know I never saw Val actually ever tune the guitar. He just was too relaxed.
He was a pro.
He was a pro.
I handed the Val.
What?
I gotta hand it to Val.
Actually, you know what? We could have called ourselves, you know, as a two-piece when we went out, we could have called ourselves the Double Dunigans.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a bad one, is it? Because you know, there's an artist, an Irish artist called Meryl Street.
Right.
I don't know. So, you know, taking people's names in vain.
Art Garfunkel.
When will we see? Alex wants to know, when will we see you again in Scotland? That's a good question, Alex. We were hoping to try and get there. When's the last time we were over for Celtic Connections a few years ago? We basically, our agent booked us in England, so I'll have a word with him.
Good excuse to get back over.
It's a good excuse to go. Scotland, what a spot. Actually, we recorded Man Alive, which has Baby Jesus on. We recorded a lot of that album in a brilliant studio in just off Sucky Hall Street in Glasgow, called Sava. It's still going. It's called Sava Sound. Yeah, it's brilliant studio, just off the main street. And we stayed. It was the Kenilworth Hotel we stayed in. I think it was. You could walk to the hotel, but it was a brilliant studio. We recorded the first 4 songs off Man Alive with Mick Glossop. We were in for 4 weeks, and we recorded in there. So we got a real soft spot. And of course, we did the big day out in Glasgow. We did the big day out along with Declan Blue and a load of acts back in 1990. so we're going through the albums at the minute. You heard something there from Man Alive, and you heard something from Heaven and Earth. But what about Sugar Round? Mine's going down well. Everybody having a good week? I hope so. January practically over. January's a funny month, sort of a holding period, but now we're going to be tearing into it, and certainly it's been a holding period for us from a gig point of view. But February, we're kicking off. Kilkenny, 2 nights, both sold out, I might add. So unfortunately no tickets left for that gig. And our Guildhall show in Derry is looking like it's going to be a sellout. Still 4 weeks to go, but we're very excited about that, just because we haven't played with the boys since I think Forest Fest was the last time, wasn't it, Declan?
I think it was, yeah. It's Seamus.
Yeah, and before that we did sort of an open air gig in the Seamus Centre, which was great fun as well. So, but yeah, we're sound alright to you?
Bass of the song is to tune.
Is it? Why is it? Because you're so high up?
Yeah.
Not too bad. Because Joanne was at the Seamus Centre when we did that gig. Great fun, wasn't it? And we got a beautiful day for it. And I had, funny enough, only a week or two before I had, in a bizarre gardening accident, I had had a leg injury. But did it affect my running about the stage? Only slightly. Yes, it did. Not that I do that much running about, but legs and back in full working condition. So God only knows what I'm going to be doing in Derry, because that's a big stage in the Guildhall. So and there's that organ. You could be climbing up the organ, climbing down the organ. Actually, I'm just going to keep that. I'm not going to go any further with that line because I get myself into trouble. That's close enough where I am. That's worse, is it? It's alright. Children with guns, fatherless sons, hometown on the border. Soldiers walking the fields, tapping their heels, right outside your door. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I fool myself, helps to keep me safe and insulated. Just ignore the facts and try to get creative. Put the world in order. Hometown on the border. The world of pretend was always a friend in a hometown on the border. But eventually, amid the debris, reality strikes and it hits you. What you always thought was ordinary really isn't all that ordinary. I fool myself, helps to keep you safe and insulated. Just ignore the facts. When truth can only make you cry.
Hometown on the border from Sugar Island.
That very nearly didn't make it.
Yeah, Kev loves that one. Yeah, that song was why did it not make it?
Well, we were trying to improve it, and then it started to fall apart, as sometimes happens.
Yeah,
And then
Pat
we
saved
told
it.
Pat.
O'Donnell.
Well, there was a mutiny. We had a mutiny up in Endis, myself and Enda, where we had the knives out.
Oh, for that song?
Yeah. And then we did a completely different version of it, but it didn't really work. But musically, I think we use a bit of it on the record.
Yeah, because the
intro.
the album ends like that, and
Yeah.
the intro is quite long. Is sort of like a long intro on it.
Which
On the
Paul was a
album.
big fan of,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he liked it better instrumentally.
He liked the song better
Well,
instrumentally.
he liked that bit of music, but
Well,
yeah,
that
and
would
then
be
Pat, he delved into his big black bin bag and pulled out a cassette that we'd given him about a year before that, and he went, try version
Right.
October 2014.
Wow. I just got a message there from Brenton. We'll ask this to both of us. Brenton, what and where was your first show? Well, technically, my first show, and I remember it really clearly, was Philomena Begley in Dundalk, or it was the Sleep Donard Hotel in Newcastle. Philomena Begley. And I'll tell you, the high point of the night for me was when my auntie lifted me up onto the stage to get a hug from the lovely Philomena.
Wow.
So it was like I was starstruck, and
Well, you were 18.
I was 23 actually at the time. So her back's never been the same since. But she's a strong woman. She lifted me up onto that stage, and Philomena, had me in a sort of a half Donegan, yeah. So that was the first night I actually sort of vaguely remember. But in terms of the first gig that I paid in to see, not only do I remember where it was and who it was, but I remember who I went with. I went to see Horselips in Sean might remember this venue in a place, he might even played it with Dreams. It was a venue, and the building's still there actually in Blackrock, in Dundalk, Blackrock, just on the outskirts on the coast there. And I think the venue was called the Rock Club. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was called the Rock Club, and it was Horselips, and I went to see them, and that was I went with Kieran Goss, who also became a musician. So Horselips have a lot to answer for, and another great musician. I would just aspire to these guys. John Gartland, who lived on High Street in Newry, and Kieran Goss. They were both in a band called Night Shift, and they were around when they were 15 or 16 and would play sort of youth clubs and stuff like that. And I mean, you could say I went to see them, but that I didn't pay in. So the first gig I paid into was Horselips.
Horselips was my second ever gig.
Was it?
Yeah.
And where was that?
I went to see them in, where was it? Donegal somewhere.
Yeah.
They played Donegal a lot. But my first gig was Status Quo, 1979,
Classic.
Dalymount Park,
Whoa.
and I was 12.
How'd you get in?
I bought a ticket before telling Mum about it.
Okay.
Bought the ticket first,
Right.
and then timed it so that she was having a conversation with Auntie Anne in
Okay.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I went, "Look, Mum, I bought a ticket for Status Quo." And Anne went, "Oh, wasn't that great?"
So Mum couldn't sort of
Mum couldn't get
close
out.
it down.
Yeah.
And were you? Cause I think I remember you used to be pretty good at the quo. You know the fingers in the
The Quo dance?
yeah, the quo dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Declan was pretty handy, if I
Yeah.
recall. Like he had the outfit. He had the double denim.
I had.
He had the double denim outfit, and he would put the two fingers in the belt.
The loopholes.
The loopholes of the bent, and he would go full quo if they came on the radio, you know. Oh God. I saw the four of us are playing the Goat Grill in February and wondered, was it Brenton or Declan? What's the Goat Grill? Where is that? I'm unaware of that. The Goat Grill. Is there another band called the Four of Us? The Goat Grill. I think you're making that up, Anne-Marie. So where are we to next, Declan?
We're going into...
Speaking of firsts, this is one of the first songs we ever did as when Declan learned the guitar, and we used to be brought down by our mum and dad to when any local dignitary would turn up at the door. They'd be taken into the nice room, the sitting room, cup of tea. He was usually a cleric, and members of the family, young members of the family, would be sent upstairs until they were brought back downstairs to do what was affectionately known as the party piece. And our party piece was a song that we first heard on Dad's 8-track machine. That I don't remember them. They were the size of a small brick that used to be put in the sort of console of the car, and he had 20 country classics, and this was one of them. Some people say a man is made out of mud, a poor man is made out of muscle and blood, skin and bone, a mind that's so weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 pounds, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. I'm fighting a trouble, they're my middle name. One fist of iron, the other of steel, and if the right one don't get you, the left one will. You load 16 pounds, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Yes, I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel, I walked to the mine, loaded 16 tons. Number 9 coal, the foreman said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Step aside, a lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. I got a one fist of iron and the other of steel, and if the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. So, we talked about our first gigs. What about your first gigs? Let's see. First gig, Hothouse Flowers in Macefield Leisure Centre. That's Christy McDonald. I saw one of their first gigs. We saw one of their, well, not their first gigs actually, but the gig that got them the record deal. Do you remember that?
No.
Were you not at that?
No, so where was that?
The Olympia Theatre. You mightn't have been on it.
No, so.
And then the Bash was on Susie Street in Leeson Street. Susie Street's a nightclub. And all the record companies were there. And actually we were already, and that's the irony was, we were already signed to
Right.
CBS. But we were in what was called the development deal. So we were still, and the Flowers got signed and had their record out before we even had ours out, which nothing changes there. Like.
I remember they had the hit with Don't Go when we were in recording in Homestead.
Making the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh, Jesus, that's a good one. That's a good one. Someone saying they saw, it was Rory Gallagher, I think it was Mark from Cork. Rochford and you was celebrating finishing my GCSEs. They were called GCEs then, were they not? I think that was because that was 1989. That was the very first UK shows that we did. We got CBS Records, who also had Rochford, put us on as the support act on his national tour. Lovely guys, Rochford, because actually you're a band, although Andrew Rochford, the lead singer, but they were a great band, and that tour helped us a lot actually. Gary Moore, Billy Joel, we don't start the fire tour. Wow. Hawkwind. Whoa, that's impressive. Hawkwind at Wolves Civic Hall, 1975. Big country in Hamburg. Oh yeah, Mr. Noseberg. That makes sense. Yeah, big country. My first gig was the Undertones for BBC, 1982. Actually, the Undertones were one of our first gigs as well. Do you remember that? Were you at that gig?
But actually, Undertones supported Status Quo in that Dalymount Park gig.
Did they?
Yeah. But there was a few bands. The Rock Pile played.
Oh, brilliant. I loved Rock Pile.
And who else? Judas
Brian.
Priest.
And was that did you see the Undertones in Claude Youth Club
yeah.
after that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Eve, Brian Adams in Macefield Leisure Centre. Macefield Leisure Centre. Do you know who I saw in Macefield Leisure Centre? I knew were brilliant actually. Was Kid Creole and the Coconuts.
Oh yeah.
Everybody remember them? What was that?
Brilliant band.
Oh, Annie. They were. Do you remember that album?
Stool Pigeon.
Stool Pigeon. How good was that?
Man that's coming up.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Stool Pigeon.
That's right. Brighton. My first concert was at the Brighton Dome in 1973. David Bowie. Now that's impressive. David Bowie on the Ziggy Stardust tour. Who wouldn't have liked to have seen that? My God, amazing. Jerry and the Pacemakers, Blackpool Empire, 1990. A double bill with Little and Large. How does that work? Little and Large and Jerry and the Pacemakers. One of those acts you would have thought wouldn't have gone down too well.
Wow.
Hard to know which one. Depends who was the headliner, Little and Large or Jerry. I mean, Chris Ray, RDS, yeah. Shamrock Diaries, I remember that. Queen at Slane Castle, that was Colette's first one. You were at that gig, weren't you?
No. I went
I'd say that was. What was that gig like? That must have been amazing.
You
Queen.
two supported them there.
You two supported Queen?
Yeah, didn't they?
I didn't know. Well, ask Colette. Did you two support Queen at that gig, Colette? Charlie Pride. Seamus was at Charlie Pride. Charlie Pride, very good. My first gig was Depeche Mode in Cork City Hall, quickly followed by Big Country, and Bad Manners within a month. You got to see a lot. I actually saw Depeche Mode at the Ulster Hall. They were sort of in between
you know, that sort of pop thing, and then the sort of later Depeche Mode, just pre-Violator, I think. Cream were supported by Chris Rea, the Bangles, and the Fountainhead. Shout out there to our main man, Pat O'Donnell, who's co-produced with us many albums, including, but not confined to, what that now? Classified Personal, Heaven and Earth. What else?
Half a Fingerprints.
Half a Fingerprints, and he.
Well, actually, he helped us. We helped me out for the mixing in.
Oh yeah, Sugar Island. He did a lot of
Crescent Nights as well.
Crescent Nights, yeah. No, so
Do you know, he's got a bit sort of fond of the house in later years.
yes, he's a man of mystery. It's hard to get him out.
So he was mixing over the phone.
That's right. That's right. It's sort of.
playing stuff down the phone.
He was ahead of himself, really.
Yeah.
You know, because he got virtual before, and even before COVID, he was like sort of. Yes, how did that go? The phone mixes.
It was just vocal levels.
Was
he
it?
figured that if it, you know.
If it sounded good over the phone.
Yeah. If you could make out the words, then it was fine.
Yeah.
And
He just didn't want to make the track up to Carlingford, was that it?
But
Oh.
it worked out alright.
So hang on, Peter was drumming with Fountainhead, but was he drumming with him when they did Queen? Do you know that?
Oh, he was, yeah.
Was he?
In Slane, yeah.
Yeah, he did that gig.
He did.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I've never talked to Peter about that gig. Did he meet any of the Queen guys? No, I'm sure he didn't.
Never did, yeah.
I don't know, I'll have to ask him in a couple of weeks when we're joining him at our show in the Derry. Saw the Divine Comedy a few months ago. Neil and the band were fab. Yeah, with new records. Really good, isn't it? Okay, so do we have a next song for you?
Good, that's one.
Okay. Senses, stretch my nerve and save my soul. Wanna live in my own shelter, free from terror and control. Wanna kiss your heart of darkness till my mind begins to soar, till the daytime turns to night and I can't stand it anymore. Wanna take all the chances that I can get. Wanna sense some freedom, but I haven't met much yet. Wanna search through this city in the silent hours, still avoid death and danger from those violent parks. When I feel like you can't avoid that rush, what do you do when the pressure gets too much? Oh, what is that sensual thing? What is that sensual thing? Where is a place where my life begins? What is that sensual thing? I wanna reach out, grab the night, touch the stars. Wanna waste some of my existence in the streets and in the bars. I wanna burst outside this canned reality. Wanna turn around and see it like the way it's meant to be. When I feel like you can't avoid that crush. What do you do when the pressure gets too much? Oh, is that sensual thing? What is that sensual thing? Where is the place where my life begins? What is that sensual thing? busload? Or do you want So, when we released our first album, Songs for the Tempted, and we were touring, doing gigs. Our first tour as a band, like a live band. Somebody put on, you know, it was a bit of an argument because everybody had their own taste in music. Everybody liked different artists. There's only one cassette that went on the bus that everybody loved, and it was by none other than Lou Reed. Lou Reed released an album in 1989 called New York, and we all loved it. So much so that we started mucking around and doing it at sound checks. Pretty soon, it became our encore song. And then, I remember when we played Trip to Tip, Semple Stadium in the summer of 1990. That was sort of, it's farewell, finale. That was the last time we sort of really played it as an encore, but we had 30,000 people singing along with us, and just coincidentally, Lou's album, remember at the end of the 1989, the top 30 albums of the year were voted by the Hot Press critics, and Lou's album was in it, New York. In fact, it was, I think, #1. And also the four of us, Songs for the Tempted, was in it. And what was really cool for me was there was a picture of me, and then underneath it was a picture like Lou Reed, who was a hero of mine. So, and what you would have seen, if you get our weekly mail out, and if you don't, you should sign up. I was just thrilled, so much so that on this week's mail out, if you haven't seen it, it's in your inbox. And basically, I cut out the Hot Press thing, and I included it on the email. And we promised everybody that we're gonna do it in Derry, because the last time we played the Guildhall, well, the first time we played the Guildhall was on our Christmas tour 1989, and we finished, of course, with Busload of Faith, and then we came back in 2023 to the Guildhall. We finished with Busload of Faith, and in February 2026 we're going to come into the Guildhall, and there's a very good chance we're going to be finishing with that song again, and I can't wait to do it with John and Peter, because it's always fun when it kicks off with this riff. You can't depend on your family, you can't depend on your friends, you can't depend on the beginning, you can't depend on an end, you can't depend on intelligence, you can't depend on a God, you can't depend on a lot of things. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You can't depend on the goodly hearted soul lampshades and soap. You can't depend on the sacraments, the Father and the Holy Ghost. You can't depend on the churches unless there's real estate you'd like to buy. You can't depend on a lot of things. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. Come on, come on. need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by. You need a busload of faith to get by, to get by. Come on now. Come on, baby. Oh yes, you do now. Come on, come on. Come on, Luke, come on, Luke. My first Four of Us gig was the Four of Us, the Hammersmith Apollo in April 1989. And they were, no, it was 1983, sorry. It was April 1983, and they were supporting Jeff Healy. Indeed we were. Mr. Jeff Healy, who is sadly no longer with us. A phenomenal slide guitar player. And we did his UK tour, and amazing guitar player. Amazing band, actually. Mark, New York's Class album. You were in some company there, Brenton, in the top. Yeah, it was great. There was a Neil Young album in there as well. I think we're gonna we'll do the competition, Declan, and we're into that part. I'm not gonna play the tambourine in that, or should I? Do you think I should try and play the tambourine for this end song?
It can be a bit loud, I think.
I was thinking it would, yeah. Well, what if I just do something like this? Could it chuck? Would chuck work it?
Maybe.
We've got the competition, our weekly competition. The question, we were talking about live shows, live songs. We're talking about Busload of Faith on the weekly email. And just before we go, I just want to thank everybody on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram for joining us. And if you don't follow us or subscribe to those channels, please do. Ring the doorbell or the knocker or whatever is going on YouTube these days, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, give us a like, share all the usual stuff, and we're now going to do the competition and the question there. Oh yes, and if you're not subscribed to our email list, you really should, because you get the chance of winning fantastic gifts. What am I talking about? Well, for one, you are going to get the a chance to win the amazing Four of Us chocolate bars. It's looking a wee bit Christmassy there, but we're still okay, I think, in January, and we're definitely still okay with the Four of Us 2026 calendar for January. It's early days yet, so you've got 11 months there that you could be doing, and this is not for sale, so the only way you can get it is by winning our competition. And you also will get to us to write out your favourite Four of Us lyric. This one's Crescent Nights, and writing that out personally and signing it and sending it to you. Plus, what else have we got? Oh yeah, a copy of our latest album, Crescent Nights, on CD. I mean, come on, crazy. So what was the question? The question was, what was the question? Yeah, the question was, yes, we end our early shows with a Busload of Faith, but these days when myself and Declan are touring, what do we end the show with? It's another cover. And the answer was, and is, Traffic Jam by James Taylor. And we have a winner, and our winner tonight is based in London, which we will be playing actually in May, the Irish Cultural Centre. If you're in London in May, we're in the Irish Cultural Centre, and it's Miriam O'Reilly in London. Miriam, you are getting all the prizes just mentioned as part of your gift set for entering the competition. We'd like to thank everybody who entered the competition. Again, this was a popular one, and there can only be one winner. So congratulations to Miriam. and we're going to go out in a version. I can't play, when we do it live I normally play the tambourine, but if I do that, you're not going to hear anything, just the tambourine, and you're not going to hear Declan's guitar playing, which we wouldn't want to eclipse. So I'm going to try and see if I can see what these boys sound like, these bad boys. It's going to be a different version. This is James Taylor's Traffic Jam. Damn this traffic jam, how I hate to be. Right, these are freaking me out here, actually. Okay. Oh yeah. See, easy, guess it. Oh, that's a bit more like it. Oh yeah. Okay. Damn this. I'm not used to doing this song quietly. I'm normally yelling my head off. Damn this. Damn this traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper's gonna be cold. Damn this traffic jam. I left my job about 5 o'clock. 15 minutes to go 3 blocks. Just in time to stand in line with the motorway looking like a parking lot. Damn this traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper's gonna be cold. Damn this traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get back, my home's gonna be cold. Damn this traffic jam. Now when I die, I don't want a coffin. Thought about this all too often. Just strap me in behind the wheel and bury me with my automobile. Damn this traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper's gonna be cold. Damn this traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper's gonna be cold. Damn this traffic jam. I used to think that I was so cool, running around on fossil fuel, until I saw what I was doing was driving down that road, that long and lonely, long and lonely, long and lonely road to ruin. Damn the traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper's gonna be cold. Damn this traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper's gonna be cold. Damn this traffic jam. I said, damn this traffic jam. Damn this traffic jam. Damn this traffic jam. This traffic jam. This traffic jam. This traffic jam. Thank you, Christine and Pamela. Thank you, Martina. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Frida. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Susan in cyberspace. Thank you, Khalid in cyberspace, for keeping the whole train on the tracks. We're back here in Declan's place this time next week with more songs and shenanigans. Hope to see you on the other side, and hope the weather improves for all of us. Well, there'll be nothing more but traffic jams on the M50, on the M1, where we're up. You just kept going. I was ready to end the song. Yeah. Yeah. getting the hang of this now. See you next week, folks. Have a good one. Stay out of the rain. Whew.